ॐ ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामीति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषाय शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशधारिणे। जय श्री कृष्णा चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधरा श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा all. Welcome to the prayers of Sri Prahalad Maharaj to Narsimhadev. So we have just covered the 11th text of this chapter. So we'll just go through once till 15th shloka. And so if you all can memorize some shlokas, at least one shloka, it is very good. I'll let you know which is that shloka which should be memorized. So we'll just go through it once. Shri Prahlada Uvacha ब्रह्मादय सुरगुणामयोगसिद्धा तत्त्वैकतानगतयो वचसाम्प्रवाहैः नारादितुं पुरुगुणैरधुनापि पिप्रोः किन्तोष्टुमर्हति समे हरियुग्रजाते मन्ये धनाभिजनरूपतपश्रुतौ जस्तेजप्रभावबलपौरुषबुद्धियोगा नाराधनाय हि भवन्ति परास्य पुंसो भक्त्या तुतोष भगवान् रचयूतपायाम् विप्रादिषड्गुण यथा युतात् अरविन्दनाभा पादारविन्दविमुखस्वपचान् वरिष्ठम् मन्ये तदर्पितमनोवचहिने वार्ता नाणं पुनाति सकुलाम् न तु भूरिमानाम् नैवात्मना प्रभुरयं निजलाभपूर्णो मानं जनादविदुषा करुणो वृणीते यद्यज्जनो भगवते विदधीतमाना तच्चात्मने प्रतिमुखस्य यथा मुखश्रीः तस्मादहं विगतविक्लवैश्वरस्य सर्वात्मना महि गृह्णामि यथा मनीषम् बीजो जय गुणविसर्गम् अनुप्रविष्टा पूयेत येन हि पुमान् अनुवर्णितेन सर्वे हि अमी विदितरस्तव सत्पदाम्नो ब्रह्मादयो वयमिवेश न चोद्विजान्ता क्षेमाय भूतय उतात्म सुखाय चास्य विक्रीडितां भगवतो रुचिरावतारैः तद्यच्च मन्यमसुरश्च हतस्त्वयाद्या मोदेत साधुरपि वृच्छिकसर्पहत्या लोकश्च विवृतिमितस्तिथा प्रतियन्ति सर्वे रूपं नृसिंह विभवाययाय जना स्मरन्तीः नाहं दिवेमि अजिता ते विभाय यंक्ष जिह्वार्कनेत्र भ्रुकुटी रघुसर्ग दंष्ट्रात् अन्त्रसृजाक्षतजकेसर शङ्कुकर्णा निर्हादभीतदिगिवाद् अरिभिन्नगाग्रात् हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Okay. So first 15 shlokas I'm going to chant till we complete the 15th shloka. So yesterday we just completed the 11th shloka of this chapter. So we'll just recap what we have seen, what Prahlad Maharaj is telling. So we all know Prahlad Maharaj goes to pray to Lord Nrsimhadev, and initially he tells, I'm not qualified because so many demigods are here, but yet you're not satisfied. But then I am an Ugra Jate. I am coming from an Asuri family, so how can I be qualified? Then he, as a as far as a humility, he's telling, he's a great Acharya. The demoniac family. Further, then he tells to Narasimhadev that no, my dear Lord, he contrary to his previous shloka, in the ninth shloka, Prahlad Maharaj tells, no, 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 I am qualified. Why? Because, my dear Lord, you don't see dhana, rupa, abhijana, or tapa, right? Shruta, that means intelligence, teja, all this you're not going to tell, you're not going to see. What you're going to see? Bhaktya tutosht Bhagavan. Only the bhakti you're going to look into a devotee. If that person has bhakti, devotional service, you're not going to consider from which kula he has come from, or how beautiful he is, or how intelligent that person is, how nicely he can recite the shloka. You're not going to see that. Even if you are even if a devotee is from the family of Swapacha. So, continuing the ninth shloka, in the 10th shloka, Prahlad Maharaj gives the example. So, in this 8th shloka, he tells, I'm not qualified. In the ninth shloka, he says, no, no, I am qualified. Why? Because you are not going to see any of the external criteria. You are only going to see the devotional service of the devotee. And for that, in the 10th canto, 10th shloka, he tells, I'm going to give an example. What is that example? Vipra Vishad. Even the Vipra who has Dvishad, that is 12 qualities, but he has no Vimukta, he has no desire to serve you, or he is averse from your service, then averse to your lotus feet, then he is not going to get liberation. Rather, a Swapacha, that is a dog eater or a devotee from the dog eater's family, is much more better, and he can become your devotee. And he just does not purify himself, he purifies his own entire family. So that's what Prahlad Maharaj says here. And for this, Narsimadev also remembers this particular verse because he tells Kula, Sakula, Punati Sakulam, Natu Bhurimana. So Narsimadev, when he blesses Prahlad, he tells, yes, I remember the 10th shloka, what you told. You told even not just a devotee, entire family gets delivered. So I'm going to do that. Not just you, Prahlad, your entire generation is going to get delivered. And whoever does devotional service like you, that is Prahlad Maharaj, gets a similar benediction. That not just that devotee, but the entire his family gets liberated. So we'll come to that. We'll see how we understand that shloka and how deep is that shloka, where Narasimha Devi is telling not just you, the entire 21 generation is going to get liberated. So we'll see that also. Okay. Then coming to yesterday's shloka, we see Naivatmana Prabhur Ayam Nijalav Purno. That who is going to get the benefit? Prahlad Maharaj is telling, I am praying to you, Lord. But by praying to you, who is getting the benefit? Lord is getting the benefit? No, it's the devotee getting the benefit. So yesterday we just discussed that just by telling Jai, Jai Srila Prabhupada, Jai Radha Govinda, when we tell Jai, it's not that we are giving victory to that personality. No, they are already victorious. Who is getting the victory? The devotee who is telling the Jai or who is glorifying the Lord. That personality is getting the benefit. And how is he getting the benefit? He's getting the mercy of the Lord, by which his heart is cleansed and he'll go back to Godhead just by glorifying the Lord. So that's the benefit of what? Benefit of praying to the Lord. That's what Prahlad Maharaj is telling here. So then he tells, Tachatmane pratimukhasya yatha mukhashri. Like when you go to in front of your mirror, the way you are dressed is what the reflection also looks like. So Prahlad Maharaj is telling, when you get well decorated, when you put all the cosmetics and decorate your face nicely and stand in front of the mirror, the reflection is also very beautiful because you are very beautiful. So the reflection will also look beautiful or decorated. So similarly, my God, when you are pleased, the devotee who is praying also gets happiness. So that's what Prahlad Maharaj is telling. Yatha Mukhashri, the way when you see the smile on Lord's face, the devotee also feels that transcendental ecstasy. So we saw when Prahlad Maharaj was going in front of the Lord, he was in ecstasy. Tears were overflowing from his uh, eyes. Right? We can see that Prahlad Maharaj is going. Normally, we glorify Prahlad Maharaj is going to Narsimha Dev, all that. But we don't know what is in his heart, what was going in Prahlad Maharaj's heart. He was just crying out of overloaded love for Narsimha Dev. So uh, it's like rain coming from the cloud, you know. So that's how Prahlad Maharaj was going near and near to Narsimha Dev. And as he was going near to the Narsimha Dev, his tears were dripping, streams of tears were coming from his eyes. And how is it coming? Because of seeing the Lord. And then Narsimha Dev puts palm on his lotus palm on Prahlad's head, and when he does that, Prahlad gets all the knowledge how to pray to the Lord. So that's how a 5-year-old can pray to the Lord by mercy of the Lord. So we can also do best sadhana. How? By the mercy of the Lord. We try. We at least, like Prahlad Maharaj, at least went to the Lord and Lord blessed it. So similarly, we are trying to call out to Krishna's holy name, even though there is so much aparad. But when Krishna sees sincere effort of his devotee, he gives the mercy by which our that nama aparad becomes shuddhana by constantly chanting. Okay, so that's the example given by Prahlad Maharaj here. That when we see the reflection, when we see the mirror, the reflection also looks beautiful because we are dressed beautiful. So that's what here Prahlad Maharaj is. We'll just go through the 12. I think we have read all these purports yesterday. So we'll just brush through these purports once again, what Prabhupada is telling. And then we'll go through the depth of the shloka, what exactly the shloka is saying us. So here, Tasmad aham vigata viklava ishwarasya सर्वात्मानमहि गृणामि यथा मनीषं नीचो जयं गुणविसर्गम् अनुप्रविष्टा पूयेत येन हि पुमान् अनुवर्तितेन. So here, therefore, although I was born in a demoniac family, I may without a doubt offer prayers to the Lord with full endeavor as far as my intelligence allows. So this also we discussed yesterday. Although who has been forced by the ignorance to enter to this material world may be purified. Okay, you're not able to see this. Okay. May be purified of material life if he offers prayers to the Lord and hears the glories of the Lord. So here again, the importance of prayers is told by Prahlad Maharaj. So in the previous sloka, these two shlokas, which are 11th and 12th, are glorifying the prayers. Why a devotee should pray to the Lord. Why a devotee should pray to the Lord. It's very important. I just shared in a group a video of His Holiness Haldar Swami Maharaj telling about importance of prayer. Kindly do hear that. It's a very beautiful way he's explaining that um, it's very important to pray. We should not be hopeless. Once we stop praying to the Lord, it's kind of a hopelessness. When do we go to person and beg? When you have a hope, that person will give something to you, right? And even though sometimes we feel that Krishna is not giving me anything, still a devotee continues to pray because Krishna is protecting me by not giving that also. Right? So Krishna is always trying to protect you, always trying to protect you in every circumstance, every circumstance. So this is very important to know the heart of the Lord. Um, I remember my friend, she was telling recently, I was in a call and she was telling she is not into devotional service or anything, just started. Somehow I forced her to chant and all. Somehow she's chanting. But she was telling that if I chant also, what is the use? From childhood, I have asked so many things, but if I ask, the Lord does not give. I said, maybe you're asking the wrong thing from the Lord. That's why. She has never heard this answer anywhere. I said, sometimes your mother does not want to give you something. It's not out of envy. It's not out of envy. The parents sometimes don't give certain things to the child. It's not that the parent is envy of the child. No, the parent wants to protect the child, and that's why the child does not know what are the consequences if that thing is there with the child, right? So they want to protect the child, and that's for there are restrictions given by the parents that don't go there, don't do this. Why? They are not harming you, rather, they are protecting you. Similarly, Krishna is not sanctioning something, it's for the protection of the devotee. Not that Krishna does not care about me, or Krishna is ignoring me, or maybe I'm not capable. No, Krishna is within your heart and he knows all the, what to tell, all the things which are going in your heart. Krishna knows it. Krishna knows. Even before you pray, Krishna knows what you're going to pray. But still he hears you. Isn't it? He'll hear you. Still he'll hear you. Why? Because he likes a devotee speaking to him. It's the prayer is transcendental speaking with the Lord. And he reciprocates in a wonderful way. Either by giving that or not giving that. He protects you. He's reciprocating. Even by not giving, he's reciprocating. Sometimes people think when I pray and I get, that is reciprocation. Not only that is not the reciprocation, or that is not only the way of reciprocation by Krishna. Sometimes by not giving, Krishna is reciprocating to you, or by denying, Krishna is reciprocating to you. That's what Maharaj was telling. Haldas Swami Maharaj was telling that sometimes people have this chronic disease, and sometimes there is no medication for that at all. There is no medication at all. For it's like it's sometimes you can see old people, they have some disease. Youngsters or at least the mid age, you can cure that disease. But doctors say once you reach that old age, your medicines don't work on that body anymore. So that person has to suffer. Now, for suppose the person tells, "Oh, I have this chronic disease. It is, however, not going to be cured by the medicine. So why should I go to the doctor?" If he thinks like that, then what happens? There will be so many side effects which the patient might not know, even though it's not curable. Even though it's not curable, maybe some people have in old age they get this very bad disease, or they might also get cancers, and doctors say it's not treatable. They are in their last stage now. It's not treatable, but still they are regularly taken for the checkup. Doctors check them regularly. Why is that checking needed? If that person has to suffer, then why he has to go to the doctor? And doctor is lifting his hand and telling, "I we can't save this person anymore." But still they tell, "Come monthly checkup." Why? Because they can reduce the pain of that person by giving some medicine. They can't treat, they can't nullify the disease, but they can reduce the disease or reduce the pain of that person, right? So similarly, sometimes Krishna may not sanction you, but praying gives you strength to face that situation. If you don't pray, what happens on the part, on other part? You will become hopeless. Sometimes you want something very urgently or very much needed, and Krishna does not sanction. You feel that is very much needed, but Krishna feels that's not much needed to you now. And Krishna denies giving at that particular moment. And if you think, oh, Krishna is not answering my prayers, I'll stop praying, what happens? You will become hopeless. Why? Because you don't have any other person to help. If you think that I don't want to pray to Krishna, I'll go to some other demigod, what is going to happen? That demigod will help you? No, because Ekala Ishvara Krishna are a Sabhritya. Everybody is servant of Krishna. Even you go and ask that demigod has to catch Krishna's lotus feet to get permission. And if even if Krishna tells, yes, go, don't eat my head, you want this, take, then you have to take the suffering of that. You have to face the suffering of that. And Krishna didn't want that, but you forced Krishna to do it. And what is the result? You're suffering more now. Hmm? You're suffering more. So that's why having hope on Krishna, having faith in Krishna's words and devotees, Krishna's devotees' words. You know, people have faith in Krishna. Krishna kuch karenge, Krishna. But then when Vaishnavas, the Varishta Vaishnavas, the senior devotees, your mentors tell something and you don't have faith in your mentors' words, sometimes Krishna may not tell us directly. He might tell through a senior devotee or your mentor or some lecture or some Prabhupada's book. Krishna might answer what you prayed for. And if you don't take it seriously also, then also we have to react. We have to get the reaction. So Krishna is not bad, or Krishna is not that only if you pray, yes, Krishna tells, ye yathamam prapadyante tamstathaiva bhajamiham. But there is a slight difference between devotee and just a casual visitor to a temple. There's a lot of difference. Casual devotee, Krishna has what to tell. He has he is reciprocating to them what they desire. Like we have these four people in Bhagavad Gita, right? The four people who surrender to Krishna, Arto, Artarthi, Jignasu, Jnani. These four people, they surrender to Krishna superficially, at least, you know. Oh, here is the God, he can help me. But still, Krishna is very happy with them because they have at least come to him. On the other hand, there are devotees of the Lord who are also praying to the Lord. Maybe their desire also are similar. They are also Arto, Artarthi, Jignasu, Jnani, maybe in that category also. But they have some faith in the Lord and they know about the Lord. But Lord has some different plans for them because Lord is not planning you to keep in this world. Remember this, Lord is not planning you to keep in this world. Lord wants you back home, back to God. Krishna wants you back to home. He wants you to play with him. He is not interested in keeping you here, settled in this material world. And people are praying to get settlement in this material world. Oh, let me get a good husband, let me get a good wife, let me get that, let me get this. And Krishna is dis- disappointed when he hears this because he's like, I am your everything, and you are praying for something which is not me. Still, he sanctions, and there is a havoc in our life the very next moment. Because why we are asking? Not for his service, no? We are asking for what? We are asking for our own sense gratification so that I am safe, isn't it? So that I am happy. So once you endeavor to serve Krishna, Krishna is the, what to tell, he is the bunch of happiness. He's the bunch of happiness. He's also called as Rama. Rama means full of pleasure. Hmm? So we have to see in that perspective. That's why it's told you should see the hand of Krishna in every situation you face. And prayers are something very, very important in our life. Especially if you want to advance in Krishna consciousness, you have to pray to Krishna. You have to pray to Krishna. No other option. If you want to go back to Godhead, prayer is important step. It's a very important step. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Vandanam. Vandanam is not just paying obeisances, it's also prayers to the Lord. And out of all the Navadha Bhakti, Vandanam is the most easiest and most preferable. Why? Why is it? It's more preferable because we are suffering in this material world. Who can pray to the Lord? Who can beg to the Lord? One who is in distress, right? If you can see in Golok Vrindavan, do you think anybody is praying to Krishna there? Oh Krishna, you're the greatest. You're that. You're this. Kindly help me. Nobody is praying there. Rather, they are trying to chase Krishna. They are trying to bind Krishna. They are trying to catch him red-handed when he is breaking the butter pot. They are busy doing that. You think Golokvasis are busy in praying to the Lord, or they are, begging to the Lord? No, there's no need to beg us because they've got Krishna. Vandanam, see, Shravanam, even in Goloka, it's there available. Kirtanam, it's there in Goloka. Right? Everybody is chanting Krishna's name, they're glorifying Krishna. Glorifying, at least their Kirtanam is not like how we do Hare Krishna or anything. They are speaking, oh, Krishna did this today. Krishna did this today. That's Kirtanam in Golok Vrindavan. Shravanam, when one Mataji is telling that, in the forest, Krishna did this. So another Mataji, oh, really? How? What is happening? So they are doing Shravanam and Kirtanam there. Vishnu Smaranam, every day they're thinking, not even 1 second they'll forget Krishna in Golok Vrindavan. So that is also available. Archanam, they are offering so many things. Archana may not be only the big elaborate puja. They are offering. Even the butter pot which Krishna is breaking is like offering to him. They are offering happiness to Krishna. So Archanam is also there. But Vandanam, what they'll pray to Krishna. For them, Krishna is their baby. Krishna is their friend. Krishna is their lover. You think they are going to pray to Krishna like how we pray here? No. They'll think what he can do. He can't even lift one pot properly. He can't even do that. So in Golok Vrindavan, the rasa is different. So therefore, prayer is very essential for a conditioned soul in this material world. Very important. That's why you see Srimad Bhagavatam is filled with prayers, filled with prayers. And Srimad Bhagavatam is not other than 10th canto. If you see, even in that also, if you can see, most of the pastimes are speaking about Artho Arthati Jignasu Jnani, right? Somebody wanted wealth, somebody was in distress, but at the end, Krishna gave them Shuddha Bhakti and they went back to God. You can see this constant chain in Srimad Bhagavatam. Starting from, Arjuna, starting from that Ashwatthama's pastime, taking to Kunti, then Bhishma. You can see this constant chain. It's like the prayers are going hand in hand. Every devotee who is entering into the pages of Bhagavatam ends with praying. He'll come, he'll do some activity, but we'll pray to the Lord. Why? Because Srimad Bhagavatam is given to whom here? Conditioned souls. Even the great personalities, Pibata Bhagavatam Rasam Alayan, even the great personalities, they are also praying to the Lord, or they are also relishing the prayers of the Lord. So this also we can see. And Prahlad Maharaj is telling that whatever capacity you have given to me, my Lord, I'm going to use that capacity. So how much ever capacity we have, how much ever intelligence we have got, use it in service of the Lord. Whatever small capacity we have got, use it. If Krishna wanted something more, then he should have given us that more. But Krishna has not given us. He has given us what is required to us. Then whatever is given to us, use it in service of the Lord. Think how effectively you can use that in service of the Lord. So that's very important. People normally don't take it, you know. Oh, if I had this, then I could have served better. Not needed. If Krishna had to give you that thing, he could have given you much better, you know. But whatever Krishna has given you, nothing happens without Krishna's sanction, isn't it? Nothing happens in without Krishna's sanction. If Krishna has given you so much, use it in his service. So Prahlad Maharaj says, only by doing devotional service, one can understand your glories and they can sing your glories. So to discuss about Krishna, first we have to hear about Krishna. Then what will you discuss if you didn't know anything, right? So that's very important. So whatever I have capacity, if in my garden I have only one flower, oh Lord, I can give only one flower. If you wanted two flowers, then you should have produced two flowers in this garden, but you have given only one flower, so I have only one flower. Please take. So that's how devotee is. But whatever it is, small or big, they are offering to Krishna. Yat karoshi yadashnashi, yat juhoshi tadasya, yat tapasya kaunteya, tat kurusva madarpana. Whatever. Krishna is telling there, whatever. He is not telling, I want that, I want this. Krishna is not demanding anything from us. So whatever, yad karoshi, whatever you're doing, do it for me. And Krishna will give the intelligence. And these prayers are for my purification. So when we are doing sadhana, when we are chanting, when we are reading, see the beauty of devotional service. Just see the beauty of devotional service. How much Krishna can become merciful, right? He is not expecting his devotee to do something big. He is happy with one tulsi leaf given by a devotee. One drop of Ganga Jal is enough. One drop. How much? If today, if somebody you go to some place and if that person is giving you something uh, to eat, to drink a glass of water, and by mistakenly he tells, "Oh, I don't have a juice. I just have water." You feel like, "अरे यार, इसके पास सिर्फ पानी है." We are so ungrateful people. We don't have that gratitude towards others. We don't have. But see Krishna, one tulsi leaf, one small drop of Ganga Jal. I become your servant. He's telling, if you give this Ganga Jal and tulsi together to me, he's not even asking to bathe him. He's just telling you just give a drop of a tulsi leaf and a droplets of Ganga Jal. For such a devotee, I become their servant. See Krishna. This is how Krishna is. He's very much glorious. And how beautiful is this devotional service? How beautifully it has changed us. We can just see our past and see us today. Internally, externally, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. So much things have changed. Why? We didn't do anything. We didn't do any big austerities. You can see if you go here and there, you can see this. other organizations, all these, I don't want to take the names, but if you can take the hint, there are so many yogis, they have big, big ashrams, they do all this kind of yogas, month, they'll call you for the yoga practice. And there are some women who only wear white saris, they do so much austerity, and there is no happiness if you go there. You feel fed up after some time. You feel fed up. And if you don't get the result, you feel broken. Suppose you do all this in their organization, and at the end you feel there is no change in you, you feel broken. But in devotional service, every day there is a festival. Every day, every month, at least 7 days are given for the festivals, isn't it? Someday Baulastami is there, someday Damodar Aarti is going on now. Every evening is a festival. Morning Mangalarti is a festival. Evening Shayanarti is a festival. Even if Krishna doesn't give, you are happy. That too, not by doing big, big yoga practice or walking on the fire or doing anything. You are just doing it for the pleasure of somebody. For somebody else, you're doing this all. You're doing service and you're happy. In other organization, when you go, you're doing for your self development, what they tell, self improvement and all of that. But here, when you come, you're doing for somebody else, somebody who is standing on the altar. You're serving that personality, that divine couple you're serving, and you are feeling happy. And even if tomorrow they don't reciprocate, you don't care. You are so much busy in loving them. You don't care even if they don't, you know, give what you wanted. Can you see the difference of devotional service? Can you see this in your life that tomorrow, even if I fall in a most difficult condition, I have faith in my life. I will not be broken. If you have got this, no, you have got something which is not available to every species in this world. Not everybody will get this faith. It's not easy to get this faith. People are broken even though they have done so much yoga, so much tapasya. They don't eat which is having salt. They don't eat which is having spice. They eat only tasteless food. They do so much day and night. They are doing practice, yoga practice. They are harming their body, but still they are not happy. That's why in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna tells in the 6th chapter, right? It's very difficult. Very difficult, Arjuna, he tells. There is Brahma Jyoti, but it's very difficult to get. Why? He's not telling on the physical stamina. People who have physical stamina, they can do this tapasya, but he's not speaking about physical way of doing tapasya. He's telling mentally you will be drained out while doing such kind of activity. But in spiritual life, in devotional service, every step is like a dance, every word is like a song. And that's what Prabhupada keeps telling. In spiritual world, it's like every step is like a dance, every word is like a song. Prabhupada tells this. So that glimpse of spiritual world, somewhere we have tasted in devotional service. And that's why we have longing to go back to Godhead. How a conditioned soul gets the desire to go back to Godhead? By Krishna's mercy. And how is it given? By all these means, kirtans, dance, prasadam, everything is like a mercy. In other organizations, they'll tell, don't eat that, don't eat this. Here also it's there, but it's not like they're taking all the good things from you. No, rather they're giving all the good things to you. You can do sattvic food, any kind of food without onion, garlic, and offer it to the Lord. Have a feast. Even on Ekadashi, people do 108 items. So Krishna has given everything to us in the path of devotional service. End result has nothing to do with that. The process is what Krishna is seeing. In all other things, people are seeing for the end result, what I am going to get. Whether even in other religion, they are stick to Jannat and Janu. Or if I do this, then I'll get that. If I do that, then I'll get this. Hell and heaven. They're stuck in that. But see the beauty of devotional service. You're not even caring about Jannam or Jannat or hell or heaven. No, whatever it is. I just want to please the Lord. And that is giving you satisfaction, ultimate satisfaction. Just think what Prabhupada has given to us. Just today, if you have some time, sit and analyze what Prabhupada has given to you personally. How was I before? How I have changed? If Prabhupada was not there in my life, how it would have been? Just sit and analyze. Did I have any courage to live in this world if Prabhupada was not there? Or if Prabhupada had not given us this sweet nectar of Srimad Bhagavatam? If Prabhupada had not built the temples, did we ever had the happiness what we are having now? We don't know each other, right? In the Zoom, at least even if we are all there, we don't know each other. I don't know your personal life. You don't know my personal life. We have never seen also. If we have even seen, we have just seen for 1 or 2 days. That's it. We don't know anything. I don't know your background. You don't know my background. But still we are sitting and relishing Srimad Bhagavatam. Why? Why we are relishing it? Just think about it, right? How much Srila Prabhupada has given. It's not false telling that Srila Prabhupada has built a home where all of them can live. It's not a false statement, it's a true statement. ISKCON is that home which everyone can stay. Such a great Acharya. You go inside, even if you walk towards the temple, you get the punya. See, we know that if you do devotional service, you get mercy of the Lord. Not even that. If you see the Lord, you get the mercy of the Lord. Just seeing the darshan of the Lord, you get the mercy. Forget about this. I don't want to take the darshan. I can't even take the darshan. Okay, you're walking to the, even further, even before that, you're walking to the temple. You get the mercy of the Lord because Lord is thinking, oh, he's walking towards me. Lord gives the mercy. Even before that, even if you sit at home and think, oh, I have to go to temple today evening, I have to go to temple. Krishna is giving the mercy. Oh, you thought about coming to me? I'm giving you mercy. Krishna will give that mercy. Even not that you think, oh, I wanted to go to temple, but I'm stuck. Because Krishna heard that you wanted to go to the temple. Krishna is again giving mercy. Oh, see this soul, he wants to come to me. But I'll take him when the right time comes. So Krishna at every step is bouncing from his seat to give you mercy. He's like, okay, now I can give you mercy. Now I can give you mercy. He's storing, he's giving so much punya to you. Every step. In Dham, it's like even if you sleep on the floor, Krishna considers it as Shashtang Dandavat Pranam. Even if you walk on the Dham, he thinks you're doing parikrama, even though your intention was not to do parikrama. Can you see how much Krishna is wanting you to come back? Why is he giving mercy? Why he is behind you? Like, you know, sometimes ghost will be behind you. So similarly, Krishna, once you chant his name, he'll be behind you. Oh, he's doing this work. He's doing that work. I'll give him mercy. I'll give him mercy. I'll give him mercy. He glorified a Vaishnava. I'll give him more mercy. Oh, he said Prashadam is very good. I'll give him mercy. Even if you glorify Prasadam, you just tell, oh, this Prasadam is so sweet. Krishna is like, oh, you glorified me because he's Prasadam, right? You glorified me. I am going to give you mercy. Can you see how much Krishna is merciful? This is Ajnata Sukriti. You don't know what you have entered. We don't know what we have entered in this path, how we have entered. Or once we have entered, we don't know how to come back. The gates are closed, you know. So sometimes we feel that once we entered devotional path, our difficulties have increased. We don't know what to do. No problem. Uh, it's like you're going on the right path, but sometimes it's like a tunnel. I remember Nitai Sevani Mataji telling this. Our path to Krishna is like a tunnel. In the beginning, there is some light which is coming from outside. Krishna is showing the path. Oh, this is devotional path, go inside. So once you're inside, then the darkness starts coming. That is, you realize the problems, you see the problems. Now you feel scared about this material world. You don't want to be in this material world. You feel very suffocated and still. And that time, what to do? Not run back. Oh, I don't want devotional service. Not running back. Not even running front. Where will you run? It's too pitch dark. You can't run. Then what you're going to do? Slowly, slowly take a step by step, praying to Krishna. And you can't pass this tunnel all by your own. Then Krishna holds your hand and takes you out. And after some time, you can see the light on the opposite side. You feel, oh, I can see some light. That is Krishna's immense mercy on you. You can see it, you can feel it. And then once you are in the light, Krishna grabs you out. Come, I'll take you back to God. So it's like slowly and steadily, patiently, we should go forward in devotional service, not rush. Rushing won't help. Okay? So prayers are very important because we are all in distress condition. Whether you admit or not admit, we are in distress condition. So even though devotional service is like a nectar, we have just smelled it. We have not yet tasted it. See, whatever I told right now, whatever happiness we are feeling is just a smell or glimpse of spiritual happiness. We have not yet reached the spiritual happiness. Just imagine what if we reach that happiness. Whatever we are seeing now, whatever Prabhupada has given is just a taste or just a small glimpse of spiritual world or spiritual life. Just by chanting in Nama Aparad stage, all your sinful acts are vanished. Just imagine if you chant Shuddha Nam, what is going to happen? Isn't it? You are going to get Krishna Prema. So it's not something very easy or very casual. No, it's very, very sacred. So it's not given so easily by Krishna. So, and Krishna is not thinking by your own effort you should come here. No, Krishna knows our ability, how we chant, how we are praying to Him. He knows our ability. So Krishna sees our sincere uh, try. Sincerely, when we are trying, Krishna is looking at us. How the soul is sincerely trying to please Him. And Krishna helps that devotee, one who sincerely prays to Him. Like yesterday, I was just hearing, and the devotee was telling, like there are two types of people. As I said, as I compared ISKCON to other organization or devotional service to any other process. Similarly, a devotee, I don't remember. I think it should be Halda Swami Maharaj or somebody else, whatever. The devotee only. He was telling that um, it's like we are. There is a difference between a devotee and the other person who wants God. The devotee also wants Krishna, right? But there are other people who also want to get out of this material world. All these people who are taken up spiritual organizations other than what Prabhupada has given us. Others, They are also wanting. They also know the difficulties of material world, and they also want to get out of this difficulty. All these yogis also, they want to get out of the difficulty. But what is the difference? So beautifully explained, like the difference between the monkey and the cat. Monkey and the cat. Now, what is the difference? You have seen the monkey with the baby. If you have seen, you will find that the baby has to catch the mother monkey. The baby monkey has to catch the mother monkey's belly. It's not that mother monkey is going to catch the baby monkey. It's other way. The child has to catch hold of the mother. And when the mother jumps, because Markata Buddhi, the monkey has such kind of buddhi, intelligence. What does it do? When it jumps, sometimes accidentally the baby falls down also. Because how much the baby can hold the mother's belly, and mother has to hold the child. But here, because Markata Buddhi, the mother is not holding, the baby has to hold the mother. And sometimes the baby slips and falls down when the mother is jumping from one branch to other. But on the other hand, cat, when the kitten just calls out or shouts, the mother cat comes running to the child and catches him with the neck and takes him with her, isn't it? So, similarly, yogis or the people who are not devotees, who are trying to understand Krishna, who are just trying to know Krishna, what are they doing? They are trying to catch the mother. Like the monkey is trying to catch the mother. Is it possible for the child to catch hold of the mother and be safe? No. It might slip down and fall. But on the other hand, baby, cat, kitten is caught by the mother when the baby is crying. Right? So similarly, when the devotee is crying to the Lord comes running and Lord holds the devotee. It's not the devotee has to hold the Lord. If the devotee is holding the Lord, what is going to happen? The devotee might fall. We have seen so many cases. We ourselves are like that. One day we are chanting good, the next day we are gone. We are in depression mode. No, we are in tamoguna. One day we are in sattva-guna, one day we are tamoguna, next day, even in the same day, we are changing our gunas. Morning we are in sattva-guna, afternoon rajoguna, night tamoguna. We have no ability to catch the Lord. But if God catches us, if Krishna comes and catches us, that's the highest protection. And what we have to do, like a baby kitten, we have to just cry for the Lord. We just have to pray to the Lord. We have to cry. His Holiness God Govind Swami Maharaj used to tell, ISKCON should be a crying school. Crying school. Devotees should be taught how to cry for the Lord. We are crying for the material things. But the devotee in ISKCON should be taught how to cry for the Lord. He was telling it should be a crying school. Even if you don't feel like crying, cry that you don't feel like crying. But cry. Somehow cry. Not to make a show. People cry. In Vrindavan, if you go, people with 100 cameras, they act crying. Not that. Cry when nobody is watching you. Crying should be done. Crying not for material things. Crying for material things is in Tamoguna. But crying for Krishna out of love. Oh my Lord, you have given me so much. You have given me so much. I don't know what to pray for you. Prayer is not only for begging, prayer is to glorify the Lord also. And when devotees glorify the Lord, automatically the tears come out of gratitude. That Lord, I have not asked for this, but you have given me. You think we have the ability to pass 84 lakh species and come to this human form? Do we ourselves see this life, our own life, what we have spent so much years in this body? Just think, just see what all desires we have got. With this desire, do we really think that I could have got this human body? No. Who has given this human body? who has passed me every year. We are like that failing students. And somehow the teacher, grace marks they'll give and pass you to the next, right? And this human life is the highest. And Krishna has passed and given us this human body, and we are wasting it, right? Till 10th standard, a teacher can give you grace mark and pass. But in the 10th, it's the highest test. If you fail, you're failed. So this human form of life, Krishna has given you in his mercy. We didn't have ability. Don't think that I passed all the species and I got this human form of life. You could have passed all the species and still remain in animal species if Krishna didn't wish. It's mercy of Krishna. I was just thinking, in this material world, if you give 500 rupees, 10,000 rupees to a person, you feel so gratitude towards him, no? Oh, and you will remember also. You will tell also. When you grow old, you will tell to your grand people, grandsons, granddaughters, oh, when I was at that moment, when I had to go for the job, I was in the village, and this personality helped me to get the job in the city, and today we are settling in the city because of him. People have this. But, my dear sir, what about the person who has given you free body by which you are blabbering so much today? What about that personality who gave you the stamina to stand, to work? What about that personality who has given you this beautiful nature in which you are living? What about that personality who has created so much facility even if you didn't ask him? What about that personality who created this sun? It would have been a havoc if we didn't have the sun. We would have been in darkness, cold. All of a sudden, if Krishna tells Suryadev, you come back, what would we do? Hmm? This world is compared to a jail, but it does not look like a jail. By whose mercy? Krishna's mercy. If this was really like a jail, it would have been a havoc. And what about that personality who has make you forgot about all your pains that you have gone through? Sometimes when we were child, we might have been in a difficult position, difficult things. But as soon as we change the position, we change. As soon as the years are, time is passing, the pain is also forgetful. You see, maybe 20 years back, a person might have gone through an accident. If that same pain would have continued for 20 years, he would have preferred to die. But Krishna mercifully made him forget the pain. He cured that person. He made, even after curing, some people go through traumas for years of that pain. But Krishna is merciful. He made you forget the pain so that you won't go into trauma. Even Krishna makes you forget. That's why in Bhagavad Gita he tells, I give you knowledge, I give you remembrance, I give you forgetfulness also. Why? Because it might create a trauma in your life tomorrow if Krishna does not make you forget the pain, isn't it? So Krishna is merciful. We never think in this aspect when we read Bhagavad Gita shloka. Initially, okay, fine. But when we go in the depth, we understand each verse, and that's why Bhagavad Gita is very sweet, very sweet. Even the most technical chapters are sweet. Even the 11th chapter, Vishwasrupa, is also sweet. In that chapter, last Krishna tells about his beautiful form of Shamsundar Roop. So initially we don't understand, but Krishna's mercy, when we listen to devotees constantly about same subject, same chapter from different devotees, we realize, oh, 5 years back, I read the same shloka, but it didn't appear so sweet. But when I heard from two, three devotees the same shloka with two, three different views what they had, and they told me the shloka, now it's making sense in my life. Don't you feel this? Same shloka, but when you listen from different devotees with different viewpoint, now you feel like, oh, now this shloka is making sense. Now I got this. So very, very difficult. That's what actual Bhakti Shastri is. You understand the shloka and you try to implement. But to implement, you have to really understand that fact. What Krishna is telling in Bhagavad Gita. You should really understand. Not just for technical thing, not just for cramping shlokas or nothing. Yes, cramping shloka has much more punya. Every Ekadashi people chant Bhagavad Gita shlokas. It has punya. But more than punya, we should know what Krishna is telling so that we develop. So prayers are very, very important in our life. So it's for our own purification, and there is no harm in repeating the prayers again and again. So those who can't chant Sanskrit shlokas, like in the seventh, especially these prayers are of long lines, you know. So sometimes people get scared seeing these Sanskrit lines. No problem. Krishna understands English also. Krishna understands Kannada also. Krishna understands your mind also. Even the child in the uh, cradle speaks all this giblish, all this totla, uh, those sweet words, broken words. Krishna understands that child also because Krishna is in your heart. So what you can do rather than focusing on Sanskrit words and their mixture of the words, you can just go open the translation. I'll show you one thing many people they might not know. In Veda base, when you open, even in your mobiles, you get this show in advanced view. Okay, you can click on this and you will get like this. In there above you have before words, that's the summary of the chapter you will get here. If you don't want, you can close this. Then Devanagari, that's the Hindi text you will get, and verse text. And if you just want to read the shlokas, you feel like I want to pray but I can't read Sanskrit shlokas, just open the translation, close the text once. You will get all the translation. Sit in front of Narsimadev, read these translations. Read this translation. Narsimadev understands. Narsimadev understands your language. Don't worry. So even if you don't tell, also within your heart you tell, no problem. He hears you because he is in your heart only. So just open the translation, read it. It's very, very beautiful. Every day, if you can read these prayers from Srimad Bhagavatam, if you can say in the Sanskrit, well and good, because it's very beautiful. Beautifully arranged by Shukdev Goswami. That's why it's very beautiful. Sanskrit shlokas. But you can't, no problem. Just read the translation. You can open this advanced view, just click on the translation. Other all you can close it. Just go through the translation of the words. Okay, you can do it. Okay, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Anybody has anything to add or ask or comment? You are free to do. You can unmute yourself. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Danvar Pranam. Thank you so much, Mataji. The last what you gave the information about. I used to stuck up with the Sanskrit slogas, whether if I read, I have very confusion and scared to read also. If I not read, what will happen? So I used to skip. You are given a wonderful, blissful information, Mataji. Thank you so much. There is no words the past 45 minutes or 60 minutes how it's went off. It's I don't know whatever you're saying. It's really sometimes the words you are saying, I used to think sometimes and all, when you said we have given the body, we have to like that, so many things, whatever words you come from your mouth, no Mataji, it's so blissful and so wonderful. It's really relishing for us very much. For me, it's very, very much, Mataji. Thank you. Thank you so much. There is no words to say you. Oh,
Oh,
how to say? I don't know, Mataji. Really, I'm feeling When you're saying each and everything, I'm start. My voice is stacking up. It's really
No,
Mataji.
I
Thank you, thanks you a lot.
thank you.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Thank you for your kind words, Madhavi. Absolutely. I have nothing to take it. Everything is given to my all Shiksha gurus. They have done it. I have nothing to do in whatever you have told. I'll accept and give them. I'm just pushing on to them. So, so they are because so it's not for my it's for my somewhere I'm selfish also that I also want to be in association and read Bhagavatam. That's my selfishness. That's why I always come. Even though sometimes it's difficult, but still I feel like no, no, no. If today Bhagavatam goes, then it's very difficult. So somewhere I also have that thing that I want to read with all of you, and I want like, all of you to be here. And for the Sanskrit shloka, we already know from Chaitanya Charitamrita, there is a beautiful pastime of a Brahmana, South Indian Brahmana. Mahaprabhu, when he comes to South Indian trip, he meets a Brahmana, and that Brahmana was sitting outside and he was holding Bhagavad Gita in his hand and he was seeing that hand painted picture of Ratha, Krishna and Arjuna's Ratha. And he was crying and crying and crying. So everybody was making fun of him. Why? Because he could not even utter one Sanskrit shloka properly. Now we are very much casual that we don't know Sanskrit and all of that. But 500 years ago, almost majority of India, they knew Sanskrit. But this Brahmana, somehow, he could not utter the Sanskrit verses at all. But he was crying. Everybody thought he was crying out of distress, that he doesn't know. That's why he's crying. But then Mahaprabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw him and he understood because he's Krishna. He understood. He went to the personality, that Brahmana. He said, "Oh, you're reading so nicely." Then he said, "Lord, you're making fun of me. I can't even utter a Sanskrit word, and everybody is seeing me and laughing. You're telling I'm reading?" Then Mahaprabhu tells, "Oh, you have understood Bhagavad Gita full and full." He's like, "What you're telling, my Lord?" "Yeah, just tell me why you're crying." Then this Brahmana tells humbly, he tells, "My Lord, I don't know to read anything here because at that time we didn't have translations 500 years ago. You don't have translation, everything is in Sanskrit." So it's like, I can't read one word. I can't understand anything, all this vocabulary and everything. But I know one thing, that I see Krishna, who is supreme. He is the master of everything. But he is being a chariot driver of his own devotee. So, how merciful is Lord? And when he hears, when Mahaprabhu hears this, he's drenching with tears and he's telling, "You have attained Krishna Prema. Just by seeing the picture, you understood Bhagavad Gita. That's more than enough. More than enough." So Mahaprabhu is crying and they hugged each other. And this Brahmana got Krishna Prema and he went back to God. You can see this. And Chaitanya Charitamrita is giving this to us to make us understand that Vaishnava is far beyond vocabularies. Vaishnava is far beyond anything else. He has just, if you have the wish, no, I just want to sing this to Narsimha Dev. Krishna will arrange. If Krishna wanted us to speak so nice vocabulary, then he should have given us that knowledge from childhood. No? He didn't give. So now, Krishna, whatever you have given me, I'm offering. You know, you have given me how to speak in English. I'm going to speak in English. You understand. It's your headache to understand me now. But I'm going to glorify you in this language. I'm going to glorify you in my mother tongue. You don't know my mother tongue. You understand me. I don't care, but you have not given me the ability. You're the Supreme Lord. You could have given me the ability, but you have not given me the ability. No problem. Whatever ability you have given me, I'm going to use that at my best and try to please you. So that's what even Prahalad Maharaj is doing. So whatever ability we have, just put it at Krishna's lotus feet. Just put it at Krishna's lotus feet. No headache. It's Krishna's headache to understand us. Our headache is just to cry. When the child cries, mother's headache it is. Why my child is crying? Is it the diaper is full? Is it stomach is paining or is it hungry? But by Krishna's fortune, mothers understand very easily what the child wants. So similarly, it's our only tries to cry for Krishna. It's Krishna's headache to understand how to deliver us. He'll do it. He'll do it. A person who just by imagination can create this world, can't he deliver us? Just by a small seed, if he can bring out the banyan tree after so many years, can't he deliver us? Right? So he can do it. We just have to cry. And child does not think that if I cry like this, my mother will hear, or if I cry like this, my mother will hear. The child's only botheration is to cry loudly as possible, so that my mother, even in the 10 rooms away, she can hear my cry. And once she hears, that's it. And Krishna is not 10 room away, he's in our heart. So it's so easy to cry for Krishna, but still it takes a lot of effort, isn't it? Whether Krishna will do or not, right? Like Indra had doubt when Krishna told, take this Vajra and kill Vritasur. Indra had doubt. Oh, Vishnu is telling me to take this Vajra, but Vritasur is so big and this Vajra is so small. What will this Vajra do? He didn't have faith in Krishna's words. He didn't have faith in Krishna's words. But Vritasur, on the other hand, he has full faith in Krishna's words because he was a devotee. Hmm. So even though Krishna is in our heart and he is hearing us, we don't have faith. Is Krishna hearing? We question this. So better not question this anymore. Better think that Krishna is always with me. Just pray to the Lord. Okay? Hare Krishna all. Thank you very much for coming, and please pray for me that whatever I have blabbered, at least something, let it enter into my heart also. Let me also do devotional service to Krishna. The way I have explained, I have no realization what I have told. I have nothing to take it from that. Even though I am telling, it may be just because of the way of telling, but I don't have any realizations. So please pray so that I can do some service to Krishna, something that Prabhupada is pleased with me. Kindly pray for me, kindly. Whenever you pray, just remember me and tell that this soul can also, is also, please help this soul. So please pray for me. Krishna, Hare Krishna, everyone. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Vancha kalpatarubhischa, kripa sindhu evacha, patitanam pavanebhyo, vaishnavibhyo namo. Ananta Koti Vishnu ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So thank you all for coming. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you.
Thank you
Hare
so
Krishna Mataji. Thank you, Mataji. Dandavat Pranam.
much.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna Mataji.